boxing fan joining us around the world, live from the T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas. It's time for the main event of the evening. Introducing to you first on my right, he is fighting out of the red corner, wearing white trunks with red trim, fighting out of Miami, Florida, by way of Santiago de Cuba in Cuba. He weighed in at the welterweight limit of 147 pounds. His record stands at 26 wins, 4 losses, with 12 wins coming by way of knockout. Here is the 2008 Olympic bronze medalist, tonight making the first defense of his world title. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the current, reigning and defending WBA welterweight champion of the world, introducing 54 Milagros, Yordenis Ugas. And his opponent across the ring, fighting out of the blue corner, really needing no introduction the world over, wearing white trunks trimmed with flames. As the boxing senator, he is fighting out of and proudly representing the Sarangani province in the Philippines. He weighed in at a trim and ready 146 pounds. As a true icon of boxing, his record stands at 62 wins, 7 losses and 2 draws, with 39 wins coming by way of knockout. Ladies and gentlemen, here is the 4-time welterweight world champion and boxing's legendary and only 8-division champion of the world, introducing the one and the only Manny Pacquiao. And our referee in charge now to give instructions, Russell Mora.
Trunks here are good. Trunks here are good. Anything below this belt line is a foul. Gentlemen, we went over the rules in the dressing room. I want to remind you, protect yourself at all times. Obey my commands. God bless you both. Touch up.
An electric atmosphere here in Las Vegas. Manny Pacquiao, at 42 years of age, the senator from the Philippines. There is his wife, Jinky, watching intently as she watches her husband compete for the 72nd time. Will we see the old Manny Pacquiao, or at 42 years of age, could we see an old Manny Pacquiao? Yordenis Ugas looking to shock the world, and we are underway here in Las Vegas. Ray Flores ringside here at T-Mobile Arena. Immediately starting strong with the jab is Yordenis Ugas, but coming in with the lefts, immediately moving forward is Manny Pacquiao. Pacquiao, so explosive, quick, has dynamite in both hands. Freddie Roach made him a two-handed fighter to make his right hand destructive like his left. Yordenis Ugas, fundamentally sound, Cuban bronze medalist in 2008 for Cuba in Beijing. And he looks to be considerably the bigger man. We don't have an unofficial scale, but I would gather to say that Ugas probably looks like 160. Well, the Ugas camp did say that they want to focus in on attacking the body of Manny Pacquiao to try to take away some of his legs and his speed, because Pacquiao, oh, there's a straight left, and Ugas got popped. But he wasn't in any danger. He was just off balance. A couple of straight lefts that crashed right into the face of Ugas. Manny Pacquiao obviously has the faster hands, and now he's unloading. Ugas, though, pushes him off. There's the size difference, and there's an overhand right that backed up Pacquiao. Ugas with the right hand that caught Pacquiao, but Pacquiao answers with the straight left right on the button. Ugas smiles at him. Just over the midway point of this, our first round. Already considerable action in the first several moments of this fight. There's a right to the body that backed up Pacquiao. Ugas is really focusing in on attacking the body of Pacquiao to try to take away some of the spring from the legs of Pacquiao. Pacquiao generates a lot of his power from his legs. You see those bulging calf muscles that have been so emblematic of him. Freddie Roach said that Manny Pacquiao in sparring looked tremendous. He knocked out 2 sparring partners over the past several weeks towards the end of training camp. We are under 40 seconds to go in the first round. There's a left to the body, and Pacquiao says, hey, come on, keep him up. What energy here at T-Mobile Arena for Pacquiao and Ugas. Stiff jab for Ugas. Ugas was successful against Abel Ramos by using a litany of jabs, and Ugas just pushes him down. And that ends the first round.
Cortez arriba.
Here's the push where Ugas got a little tied up and then just pushed Manny Pacquiao off of him. Round 2, this one is scheduled for Ugas with his jab. Everything with Ugas offensively starts off the jab. Pacquiao uses a variety of different angles and tries to connect upon you from areas that you wouldn't conceive of thinking about. Double jab right in the face of Manny Pacquiao. You know, there was a rumor that was floating around earlier today about there being a bicep injury to Yordenis Ugas. Well, I think that has been put to bed with what we've seen, at least through the first round, plus as we're now into the second, as Ugas looks terrific. He looks totally healthy, and he pops Manny Pacquiao with the jab. This is a high-level chess match between these two, as they both respect one another. The explosive dynamite in the hands of Manny Pacquiao, the steadfast, high-level boxing ability of Yordenis Ugas. There's a counter right hand for Ugas. Ugas does not seem to be, he's not overwhelmed by the moment. There's a right to the body, backing up Pacquiao. But back comes Manny. Ugas seems to be comfortable in there, and he is naturally the bigger man, and he's the younger man. 70 seconds left here in the second. Pacquiao looking for those openings, but Ugas' defense has been superb here in this second round. His forearms are so massive that when he covers up, it really does a good job of protecting the face and, for the most part, the first half of the upper body of Yordenis Ugas. So not much of a free target for Pacquiao to land upon because of how big Yordenis Ugas is. There's a right to the body, and that backed up Pacquiao. But back comes Manny. Ugas' game plan, all right, that's backing up Pacquiao. Oh, boy. Ugas is backing up Pacquiao. And a right down the middle. Ugas looks fantastic here in the second. That body work is paying dividends. Ismael Salas, the Ugas camp, they said, well, Manny looks to be not as shredded as he's been in recent memory. We are going to test his conditioning and attack his body.
Punches up. Golpes arriba. Golpes up.
That ends the second. The right hands from Yordenis Ugas. Manny Pacquiao with a little bit of a cut, but it's not bleeding. It's a bruising underneath his right eye. We'll see if Pacquiao total punches landed thrown through the second round. Ugas 29 of 74 for a 39% connect percentage. Pacquiao 20 of 116 for a 17% connect percentage. And you would attribute that to the high-level defense and the ring IQ of your... Ugas got all of that, a lot of leverage behind that shot. Under a minute to go here in the sixth. Big right hand by Ugas. Ugas looks razor sharp tonight. Double jab for Ugas. Ugas was a sizable underdog coming into this fight. Manny Pacquiao was over a 3-1 favorite. But Ugas didn't pay attention to the odds, said it doesn't matter. None of that affects me. I know what I'm capable of. Couple of lefts by Pacquiao. Final moments of the sixth. Ugas coming forward. He tags Pacquiao with the counter right hand. And Pacquiao trying to lunge in and get something, and that ends the sixth. We are halfway home. Commit any errors. Oh, big right hand that snapped back the head of Pacquiao. Pacquiao's punches have not stung Ugas.
Hi guys, gusto kong ibahagi sa inyo kung paano.
There's a right to the body by Ugas. Ugas has proven beyond the shadow of a doubt that he is an elite welterweight, and he's one of the best here at 147 with what we've seen thus far in the first 8 rounds against Manny Pacquiao. And Ugas taking this fight on 11 days' notice, replacing Errol Spence, who had an eye injury. We wish Errol all the best on a speedy recovery. There's a left hook connecting for Ugas. And Pacquiao looks to get that right back. When Pacquiao gets hit, he immediately goes into combat mode. He gets popped with a couple right hands, and Pacquiao pounds his gloves in frustration. Make no mistake about that. This is not foreign territory for the 8th Division World Champion in Manny Pacquiao. On to the 10th.
Okay. Vamos para el 10, ¿verdad? Cuando le gane el rompe.
There is Yordenis Ugas' girlfriend, I believe. She's there supporting her man, the WBA welterweight champion of the world. As we head on to round 10, this one's scheduled for 12. Power punches thrown through the 9th round. Pacquiao 70 of 262 for a 27% connect percentage. Ugas 67 of 114, extremely accurate, a 59% connect percentage. There's a chopping right hand by Ugas. And Ismael Salas telling him, I want you to be more aggressive. I think Salas feels that it could be a close fight. Pacquiao steps in with a combination, but back comes Ugas. Now they exchange. They're going toe-to-toe here in Las Vegas, and Ugas immediately ties up. Pacquiao loves this kind of style. This frenetic pace is something that he has enjoyed and embraced, and it has endeared him to fight fans all over the world. And now that exchange brings the crowd, and you hear the energy from the fans here at T-Mobile Arena. It woke them up because it was a calculated, deliberate fight, and that burst of energy and exchange from Pacquiao turns back the clock as we saw vintage Pacquiao. 95 seconds left in the 10th. And as we head down the stretch of this championship affair at 42 years of age, how will the legs and the conditioning of Manny Pacquiao hold up against an extremely focused and determined Yordenis Ugas, who is 7 years his junior? There's a counter right hand by Ugas, but Pacquiao stepped in and landed a glancing straight left. 65 seconds left in the 10th. What an excellent prize fight between two men who are extremely focused and have had their moments where they've been having some sustained success. Ugas shakes his head as to say, nope, I'm good. Pacquiao threw a straight left, and Ugas with a big overhand right. Pacquiao got out of the way of it. Under 30 seconds left here in the 10th. Final 10 seconds of the 10th round. We'll see if Pacquiao tries to get off, but he eats a big right hand from Ugas, but he steps in again. And now Pacquiao, when Pacquiao gets popped, he immediately tries to swing the fight back in his favor. Ugas is... Final stages of the 11th. A riveting matchup, a big right hand for Ugas as we head down the stretch onto the 12th and final round. Scorecards and the fans coming to their feet, bruising outside of the left eyes of Manny Pacquiao. And if you notice, Pacquiao was breathing extremely heavy in between rounds. 12th and final round. Could this be the final round in the career of Manny Pacquiao? And with the result hanging in the balance, total punches landed, thrown through the 11th. Pacquiao 123 of 737 for a 17% connect percentage. Ugas 140 of 380 for a 37% connect percentage. Pacquiao has nearly doubled the punches thrown compared to that of Ugas. But Ugas has been the far more accurate of the two. There's a right hand by Ugas that caught the attention of Pacquiao. Pacquiao might have been off balance, but he smiles, and now Pacquiao looking to retaliate and respond. There's a right hand by Ugas. There is nervous energy here at T-Mobile Arena because this is a partisan Manny Pacquiao crowd. There's a big right hand by Ugas as he stepped in beautifully and got a lot of leverage behind it. 90 seconds left in the fight. There's a right hand by Ugas. And now they both tie up. Ugas wants to immediately wrap up with Pacquiao. Pacquiao's face bruised up, but he enjoys this. He just pounded his gloves, and you know that that is a statement that he's trying to exert and give his all in these final. Ugas is zeroing in on Pacquiao. Left hook that wobbled Pacquiao.
Hi guys, tignan nyo ang bagong kotse ko. Nagbili ako pagtatapos ng isang buwan pagtitrade sa expert option. Tignan natin to.
But Pacquiao ate it. Ugas is trying to leave no doubt in the eyes of the judges here in this 12th and final round. And now the fans start to chant Manny. Blood outside of the left thigh of Manny Pacquiao, and it's starting to trickle. There's a right to the body by Ugas, but Pacquiao responds with the counter left. Pacquiao is now seeking out and trying to find Yordenis Ugas. A cut underneath the right eye of Pacquiao. What a moment between Manny Pacquiao and Yordenis Ugas. Both men fighting at such a high level. A right hand by Ugas. Ugas fought the fight of his life. Manny Pacquiao still Manny Pacquiao. What a fight here in Las Vegas. Ugas feels like destiny is within his grasp. Pacquiao feels as if victory should be his. Cheeky Pacquiao, nervous indeed. There is the girlfriend of Yordenis Ugas. What a fight. And Yordenis Ugas with Ismael Salas, his trainer. They go over to Manny Pacquiao. They embrace. Manny Pacquiao there with Boy Fernandez. And the feeling here that I am experiencing.
116 to 112. All three in favor of the winner. And still champion, Yordenis Ugas.
So Yordenis Ugas